All right, welcome everyone to the Women's Business Network, The Spotlight. I am your host, Marilyn Barker. I'm the director of the Women's Business Network, and I am here today with Claudia Alexander. Hi, Claudia. I'm so glad that you could be here
Marilyn.
today. How
Thanks
are
for
you?
having me on. I'm good.
Good. So, Claudia, we're going to talk today about your business. I'm so excited about that. You've been with the Women's Business Network, probably about 4 years now?
About 4 years, the first 2 years in Vacaville, and then when we started a group in Napa, through the pandemic and everything, I've been part of that group.
Yeah, so that's about 4 years. So we're so glad that you're with us and that we can get the word out there about these products. They're so wonderful, and the service that you offer. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started with Damsel in Defense?
Okay. So in early 2014, my husband was out walking with our dog, and they were attacked by 2 large dogs. And that wasn't our first experience as a family with dog attack. I had been attacked myself in the past. So I knew that I needed to get out there and figure out what I was going to carry to protect my dog and myself. And I started on this search. I talked to a lot of people. I talked to animal control. I posted on Facebook, and a friend of mine responded through a personal private message and said, I want to come see you because I think I might have the answer for you. And she came to my house and showed me a stun gun that she had purchased on Damsel's website. And she said, I think this might be a really good product for you to carry to protect yourself and your dog. And so I got on the website and I immediately fell in love with their mission to protect women. I've always been very safety minded. And the first thing I did was order a stun baton and started carrying it. And then within a couple of months, I signed up with the company. I've been with the company ever since and really love the mission of protecting women, but it's really more about protecting the whole family.
That is so interesting, and that's what I like about you is it's the product, but it's also empowering women and letting women know how to use those products safely to protect themselves.
Right. I think the thing that I enjoy the most about this is the education piece of it. I'm so passionate about safety, and I love helping women figure out, especially those that have never carried protection before. I love helping women figuring out, what they should carry, what would be best for them.
Right. And education is so important because a lot of people get confused, like between a taser and a stun gun. Those are 2 totally different things. And there's a lot of people out there, women, myself included, that don't realize that we really need to have something with us.
Right. And a lot of women, I find, think that you have to go get a permit and take a class to carry like pepper spray and stun gun. And while you may have to in some states, that's not the case in California. So I do have access to information about what's legal in each state. It's something I'd be happy to share with anyone that would be interested to know. Stun guns and pepper spray are legal in most states, but not all.
That's really good information because, no matter where you are, anyone out there watching this, contact Claudia and she can check what the legal regulations are in your state. So that's good to know because in certain states too, you have to be over 18. Some states you can be under 18 for certain products because we all want to have our children protected too. Like you said, the whole family. So that's good to know that, each state is different and you can help them with that. So that's part of that education process, correct?
It is. And in California, for instance, you have to be 18 or older to carry pepper spray, but 16 and 17-year-olds can carry a stun gun with authorization from a parent. They have to carry a note and the adult has to make the purchase. I can't sell to people that young, but people are very concerned about their daughters, their nieces, their nephews, their grandchildren. And it's not just about boys, although there is more of a focus on females.
Right. But that's good because it's a safe alternative for everybody in the family. So do you have a pepper spray there or a stun gun there?
I do. This is one of our pepper sprays. Now this one happens to have it's Bluetooth connected, and this one is something new that we came out with a couple of years ago. You sign up through an app, which is part of the purchase, and you put in your 5 emergency contacts. And so if you're out carrying your pepper spray and you're threatened and you deploy your pepper spray, your 5 contacts will immediately get an alert that you're in danger, and they will also see where your location is. It is like a cell phone though. So if you're out of range, you're out of range, but you still have your pepper spray. And then
that's fabulous because that's twofold, because not only can you use the pepper spray, but let's say even if you weren't able to spray it at the assailant, just by spraying it, it's going to send that alert.
Right.
So that's
actually,
like double.
There's a little white button back here you can push. Let's just say you're not sure, somebody's walking towards you and you're feeling nervous, but you're really not sure what their intent is. You can just push this white button and the same thing will happen without spraying.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Right.
Good.
And then this string goes around your wrist. So if you're attacked and your attacker tries to take your pepper spray away, once the pin comes out, it's disabled and they can't turn it on you.
That's great. And that works with the stun guns also.
It does. Yeah. This is one of our stun guns. This is the Get a Grip. It's patented by Damsel.
I like that one too. Yay. Even the same color.
Version. Yeah. So can I fire it off so people see?
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
So they also have a really powerful flashlight. So they're great to carry at nighttime. And so that's the noise it makes. I'm not sure how loud it comes over this live video, but in most cases, that sound alone is enough to deter a would-be assailant, because they know that you're not an easy target, that you are prepared to protect yourself and cause them some pain. It also is a noise that deters almost all aggressive dogs. So if you're out walking your dog or even by yourself, you fire it off and the dog retreats and runs home or wherever. Right. So it's a great protection against dog attack.
And that's good, because for those that are a little nervous, they don't want to hurt the dog. I mean, it wouldn't really hurt the dog, but
the noise won't hurt the dog at all.
Yeah. The noise is going to just be the get away from me kind of thing.
Right. They don't like the noise. Can I talk a little bit about why I find a lot of women don't carry protection?
Sure.
Okay. So, and this is part of the education. So, kind of in a nutshell, for a lot of women, it's because they have what's called a normalcy bias. And what that means is, as an example, they live in a fairly safe town. Nothing bad has ever happened to them. Nothing bad has ever happened to anyone that they care about, not their friends, their loved ones. So they have this thought in their head, well, that happens in other places. That's never going to happen to me. That's called a normalcy bias. And the reality is that carrying a self-defense tool is like insurance. Like you insure your car in case you have an accident. You hope that you never will, and maybe you won't. But if you do, you've got your insurance in place. The self-defense tools are pretty much the same thing. You know, you want to carry it just in case, hoping that nothing will ever happen. But if it does, you'll be prepared. The other thing I hear a lot is from women is, well, my husband is 6'2", or my boyfriend is 6'2", or I have a pit bull, or I have one of the big dogs that people feel safe with. But the thing is you can't be with your husband all the time. You can't be with your dog all the time. And so as women, we need to take responsibility for our own safety. And that means being prepared, being observant, and carrying self-defense tools.
Right. I agree. I completely agree with that. And for me, it's just peace of mind. I just feel better knowing that I have that. And even, I mean, I do not have a big dog. I have a smaller dog, but even if I did, I wouldn't want my dog to get hurt if someone had tried to attack us. So to me, having that extra layer to prevent that is great, is just that peace of mind to have that. And it's so affordable. These products are so affordable.
They really
that's
are.
what I like.
They really are. And the stun guns do come with a lifetime warranty. So it's a small investment. It's like what you spend for two people to go out to a moderately priced dinner, and something you could have with you for years. You can keep it on your nightstand if you live alone, carry it with you in your purse, carry it with you in your hand as you're going to and from a store, especially at nighttime. But that's another thing that I hear a lot is I don't go out at nighttime. Well, guess what? You know,
during the day too.
People get attacked during the day, and there was a woman that died a few years ago that was attacked at the Solano Mall at noon
during the day
in the parking lot, and she ended up dying from her injuries. And so we have this false sense of security about being out in daylight.
That's what's so great is it's not just you saying, let's buy this product. It's let's educate you, let's empower you, let's get some knowledge to know how to not only be safe without the product, but how to use the product. But you have a couple other, we're getting down to the wire here on time, but I know there's a couple other products that you wanted to talk about, like the sleeve that goes in the backpack. I really like that for, younger children.
This is actually can be carried by women too in a large purse. This is our Safely sleeve. It's a bulletproof panel, and it is certified to comply with a National Institute of Justice AAA certified.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right.
And so you just stick it in the backpack or in your purse. If you have a large purse, I've downsized, but if you have a large purse, you can put that in there and just have that extra layer.
Right. Especially for, I've had women who were getting ready to go on a flight that wanted to have that in their purse on, while they're in the airport or on the airplane. People buy them for their children who carry backpacks to school. So they're not just for children, but that's primarily why Damsel came out with them, is because 70% of all sexual assault against children happens before the age of 17. And in most states, you can't carry protection before that age. So we came out with not only the Safely sleeve, but books for children that parents can read for their children, and also a parent guide to help keep children safe, to prevent things like that from ever happening in the first place.
What is the books called? Is it called a certain line, or?
They're called Safe Hearts.
Safe Hearts. Okay.
Safe Hearts.
And so let's see, people can get in contact you. Well, they can always order directly from your website, but they can also email you or give you a call and talk to you about what products might be right for them or how to order the products.
Right. And I'm happy to help people place orders. I think most people prefer that. They want to talk to me first, figure out what they're going to buy, and then they have me place the order for them, and I'm happy to do that.
That is great. So the website is safeforher.com, number 4.
Number 4.
And then you do have a Facebook page too, so they can follow you on Facebook if they wanted to stay up to date with whatever's happening, right? And then, of course, as always, her directory listing on the womensbusinessnetwork.com. You can send her a message directly through the womensbusinessnetwork.com directory page. And ask her a question or schedule a time, right, to get educated. That's what it's all about, is we need to be educated on how to protect ourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if I could just say one more thing, I don't know if we have a minute left.
Sure.
I hear of a lot of women who purchase and carry alarms. And part of the education that I think is so important is to let women know that an alarm is not a self-defense tool. It's only a noisemaker to let others know you need help. So they're great for children and maybe the elderly. But if you really want to protect yourself, you need something a lot more than the alarm. The alarm is not something you can hurt someone with, you know.
I agree with that too. And I think as a society, we've been desensitized to those alarms. You know, like car alarm, you hear car alarms going off and nobody's paying any attention to them.
Right.
Nobody's doing anything. So actually, I am kind of old school. I'm like, in conjunction with my other products, you know, other protection. But a whistle is actually, to me, better than an alarm, because a whistle is not something that you hear all the time and people actually do pay attention. But that definitely would be in conjunction with my other products. I'm not just going to walk with a whistle.
And we have those too in a necklace.
Yes. See, that is, to me, is fabulous. That is fabulous, because people are not used to hearing that, and that will get someone's attention way more than alarm. I don't know if Damsel still has it. I'll just say it real quick. I used to have the alarm, though, that you could put under the door. So when the door, okay, I do like that one. You know, I put it under the door so the door opens. That's more for me. You know, you're not out in public with that, but you know, that's a handy feature to have, you know, a handy product to have.
They're great for hotel rooms, dorm rooms.
Anywhere that you just want to make sure what's going on with that door.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you again so much, Claudia, for being here today and being part of the Women's Business Network. I can't stress enough how much we appreciate it. This is just so great. And that's what we're all about at the Women's Business Network, is empowering other women in, you know, in every walk of life, whether they are in business or not. So this just goes right in line with, you know, what we're here to try to do. So we really appreciate you.
And I just want to say I really appreciate the WBN. It's a great resource. Lots of new friends, people that I can reach out to when I need to make referrals. It's been a great 4 years being part of the WBN.
Well, we look forward to another 4.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, that'll do it for today, folks. If you are watching this on a replay, be sure to check out Claudia on her Facebook or on her website or in the WBN directory, and just touch base with her and see what kind of products might be useful to help you get protected and empower you in your life. So thanks again, Claudia. And that's it for today.
Bye.